everybody wants to get united. Like, what we gotta do is meet everybody on 149th Street at the bench.
Graffiti artists go to amazing lengths in order to get their name up and out there. So in today's video, I wanted to highlight the top 5 most legendary spots that people have hit in the past. Now for this video, I want to kind of specify what we're talking about here because graffiti artists do a lot of amazing things. So we're not talking about spots like 5 Points or the LA graffiti towers or anything like that. We're trying to keep this down to an individual or a single crew hitting a spot. So kicking us off, we have PK Kid. This is actually one that I get to see in person quite often. And every time I see it, I mean, I remember the very first time I saw it, I was mind-boggled. My mind was blown, dude. What an awesome piece here. The pictures don't even do this justice. When you see it in person and you see how big that water tower is, my God, you gotta wonder, how in the hell did this guy get up there? I mean, to be dangling from that high up and still rock a straight letter like this, cleaner than a lot of people would have done on something like this, it's impressive. Not to mention a massive risk and a massive feat just to do all this. And that's what makes this one of our favorites. Now, before we get into the next one, we're still running our holiday sale where everything is at a massive discount. So it's the perfect time to pick up the best How to Graffiti book on the market, or digital brushes if that's more so your thing. Our book has helped thousands of people find their style in graffiti and get out of the toy phase if they're newer. And I know a lot of you guys wanted physical copies as well, so to let you know, we have physical copies over on Amazon. That's where those are. And we have digital copies over on the online store, theartistblock.inc, where the sale is happening. So be sure to go and check that out in the description down below. Moving on to the next one, you guys know this had to be on the list, and that's Saber, LA River. Now there's multiple reasons why this deserves to be on the list. I mean, we're talking about a huge, massive piece here in a really wide open to see spot. I mean, the risk here can't be stated enough. The amount of style that this piece has for the amount of effort that it took to do it is unmatched. Usually the higher the risk, the less style there is because, you know, they're trying to either A, do it quick, or it's a difficult spot to implement style to, or it just takes an ungodly amount of paint in order to do something more technical. Saber wasn't having any of that. He decided, you know what, we're gonna go big or go home, and we're choosing to go as big as possible with as much style as possible and rock one of the coolest spots and pieces in graffiti's history. It's clearly very, very respected inside the graffiti community and outside of the graffiti community. Which brings us to the next one on the list, and that is the Ty tribute by MQ. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Ty was a writer who got up a bunch. Like, the dude had amazing work before his passing, and to recognize Ty, this piece was done on a massive ship. Now, some people have described this as a boat, and I guess by definition it is, but this might as well be a battleship. Like, do you see how large that thing is? And the reason I bring this up is because because size matters in graffiti. The larger you go, the more pain it takes, the more effort it takes, the more time it takes, the bigger the risk is. And as a result, the bigger the reward, the bigger the respect. So this piece being on something this size is incredible. Now next, we have one of my favorite spots that has ever been hit, and that's the Hollywood sign by Scene. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of good photographs of this one, so we're not going to spend too much time on it, but Scene, the graffiti legend that we all know and love, hit he hit the Hollywood sign of all things. Name a better spot. Because we're not going to spend too much time on this one due to the lack of photos, I'll name a spot that might be a solid contender, and that is Dobro. And I'm sure I'm butchering the name, it's a different language, but they hit a literal spaceship. Now, to be clear, the spaceship is abandoned and it's, you know, in a hangar, but that doesn't change the fact that they still hit a spaceship. And apparently the spot was still extremely difficult to get into and actually get there to paint, so there was still risk involved. That might be one of the coolest spots anybody's ever hit. I mean, I might just be a little bit biased because I like space and whatnot, but that's sick, man. That's really awesome. But you guys tell me, what do you think are the best spots people have hit in the comments down below? And because the holidays are next week, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas to those of you guys who celebrate it. Not sure exactly what day I'm going to be uploading, but there should be a video next week as well. Maybe it'll be something a little bit more laid back and fun. And don't forget to check out our holiday sale in the description down below. We have the digital book on the online store with physical copies over on Amazon for those of you guys who want physical copies. Now check this out. If you guys want to see the best graffiti crews, then we have this video right here for you. And we have the best How to Do Graffiti playlist right up here. It'll teach you everything you need to know about this art form. I'll catch you guys back here next week. Thanks for watching.